We're surging in the polls. The knives are coming out.
Yes, I have been saying this on social media, even on my comment section. When I drop the video, people says, I don't trust Vivid. I don't trust Vivid. Some link him to Soro. Some even go deep into Big Pharma. I don't know if you have seen all this. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that.
We're surging in the polls. The knives are coming out. The opposition research machines are churning. And you know what? That's a good thing. Because I'm running to be your next president. I want to lead this country. And I better darn well be able to take some questions along the way. Stay skeptical. I would be too. Let me just address them transparently. Most popular questions we've gotten, in order. First, what is my relationship with the World Economic Forum? Answer, none, other than being probably their biggest critic here in the United States. And then the reason people are asking me this, though, is because the World Economic Forum named me on a list of so-called young global leaders. They did it despite the fact that I turned down their award. They kept my name on that list despite the fact that I repeatedly asked them to take it off because I did not share their values. I'm an opponent of it. Well, when they refused to do it, you know what I did? I sued them because I believe in taking action. That's the World Economic Forum question. Next popular question we get is, what is my connection with George Soros? Answer, none, zero. Indirect, direct, zero connection with George Soros. Why are people asking this question? It's because back in 2010, by the way, long before George Soros had completely fallen off the deep end and gone into these progressive causes, funding these disastrous, toxic prosecutors who are soft on crime, who I've also railed against. Long before then, in 2010, I won a scholarship when I was 24, 25 years old, headed to law school, that was partly funded by, not George Soros, but Paul Soros, who's a relative, a brother of George Soros, who made his money independently, who, by the way, is now dead, that funded hundreds of people. Hundreds of kids won that scholarship. I was one of them to go to graduate school at the age of 24, 25.
You might be thinking that is all. During the debate, Vivid said something, CNN picked this up, and it's going viral like never before. People still say this is one of the reasons they don't trust Vivid. I don't know. If you saw, take a look at this.
So first, let me just address a question that is on everybody's mind at home tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name, and what the heck is he doing in the middle of this debate stage?
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie noticed something sounded a little too familiar in Vivek Ramaswamy's opening comments on the Republican primary debate stage.
The last person in one of these debates, Brett, who stood in the middle of the stage and said, "What's a skinny guy with an odd last name doing up here?" was Barack Obama, and I'm afraid we're dealing with the same type of amateur standing on stage tonight.
Christie claimed Ramaswamy ripped off Barack Obama's 2004 Democratic National Convention keynote speech ahead of his own presidential run.
The hope of a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him too.
Ramaswamy clapped back at Christie with a dig about photos of the former governor and Obama embracing when the then president came to New Jersey after Superstorm Sandy in 2012.
Give me a hug just like you did to Obama.
The same type of amateur.
And you'll help elect me just like you did to Obama, too. Give me that
The
bear
same
hug, brother.
type of amateur.
I have seen this over and over on my comment section. Now I'm seeing on social media, they say Vivid has been exposed, link him to Soro and Big Pharma. Taking a look at this article, former New Jersey Governor Chris called out candidate Vivid at the first 2024 presidential primary debate for a comment that sounded eerily familiar to a speech by former President Barack Obama. I don't know if you have seen this. This is very concerning. I have been saying this over and over. I understand people will always say, no, it's just politics. Vivi is just 6 months old into politics, and I believe so much a lot is still to be discovered pertaining to him. Now, when you take a look at this article recently published, what happened during the debate, with Trump absent from Wednesday's debate, the target of most of the debate participants was not DeSantis or South Carolina Senator Tim Scott or any candidate who has ever held elected office. It was political newcomer Vivid. The first jab at the Ohio entrepreneur came from Pence. Vivid, you recently said a president cannot do everything. Well, I have got news for you, Vivid. I have been in the hallway. I have been in the West Wing. The president of the United States has to confront every crisis facing America. That was the first thing. I believe you saw that video. That sparked a heated back and forth and light name calling between the two candidates. Later, in the first bit of the debate, former New Jersey Governor Chris compared vivid answers to something cranked out by ChatGPT. Chris then capitalized on vivid rhetorical, asking what a little-known guy with a funny name was doing on the debate stage by pointing out that the group sounded awfully like Barack Obama or Storm line about him being a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him. At another point, Pence went after Vivid when the entrepreneur said, "We are in the middle of a national identity crisis." The former vice president replied, "We don't have an identity crisis, Vivid. We are not looking for a new national identity." The pile on him at Vivid was surprising. He's new to politics. At the same time, recent polling has shown him rising over other candidates who have spent, in some cases, decades electoral politics for Vivid opponent. This is about scuttling any momentum he is having. Okay, this is a summary CNN came out with. You will realize the criticism they are trying to bring about Vivid, just linking to what Obama once said. They had to even play the clip for you to see. So I don't know where Vivid came that with.
Look, we have a crisis of achievement. Let's shut down the head of the snake, the Department of Education. Take that $80 billion, put it in the hands of parents across this country. This is the civil rights issue of our time. Allow any parent to choose where they send their kids to school. End the teachers' unions at the local level to allow public schools to compete. And then revive our national identity where every high school senior should have to pass the same civics test that, frankly, every immigrant, including my mother, had to pass in order to become a citizen of this country. And the fact of the matter is, look, there's a part of education policy that also rests with the family. I didn't grow up in money, but you know the word privilege gets used a lot? Well, you know what? I did have the ultimate privilege.